Hello friends! So we're in the very middle of summer right now, and we're waiting for some red onions to give us one more jeweled onion so that we can get our new outfit. We are one snack away from getting our new mount. Our grass is probably going to be a couple more days before we can upgrade our barn. Yeah, unfortunately, even though we improved the Zimagrad region, with replanting things and removing some of the obstacles, it just means something repopulated. None of the fencing really seems to make a difference no matter what one you're using. It's a choice. Looks like our grass is gonna need another day or so. Probably 2. At least when we get our barn, because how we're doing with the money, we may be able to get our house upgrade fairly quickly after that as well. The thing that we're waiting for with the main storyline is the spicy celery to grow. I'm thinking we should also grow some tomatoes, probably in Zimagrad region. That will enable us to get some hybrids while we're getting some tomatoes to replace the ones we're going to be giving away. It's a good thing we've got some milk, because we are trying to get some more hot milk. I think if we take some fertilizer over to Judy, we may have enough for what's remaining for the Aurora festival. I feel like I missed one of the chickens, but as long as it wasn't the baby, then it should be fine. Let's check and see how many of these giant pumpkins we've got. So we've got 5 giant squash. I believe that that is enough for us to do the upgrade. Once we get the hot milk and the cheese made, we're going to have to start doing the regular things that we were doing to help them on their way, because we have to get Gunner moving. So that's going to be another big milk thing unless we've got butter squirreled away in here, which we do not. So back to being friendly with Judy. I'm going to get her 10 of that. I'm actually going to put these away so that we've got some. Selena sometimes asks for the compost in that form, and that's just going to be a lot easier to handle. We'll just take 3 of these to go plant in Zimagrad. Do we have any fodder corn? We do not. So we've done a lot of pumpkin to get the giant squash in autumn. We do need to get the heart of the earth planted to get Maiden's Heart, which is also necessary for an upgrade. But we can plant turnips, we can plant wheat, we can plant strawberry pansies. So these are all things that we should have plenty of seeds for. We also have a bunch of other things that we can plant, but we did grow a lot of our things that were in progress, so we do need to replant a little bit. Now, even having the 2 cows, we're still going to need to rely on Judy to get Gunner on his way. And we got those cows as early as possible. We've been squirreling away every single one of the milk that we do have. And we still are relying on Judy's cows for milk. Oh, I did not hold that down long enough. Okay, so we've got some regrowth started here. We've been kind of neglecting the lily calla area, and we have a few things that we can put in there to try to get them to hybridize. So we might as well grab a few for that. We did get those Moulin Rouge. We got some kale. I think we have some romaine lettuce now. We may have already planted all of that. Because it also hybridizes in Zimagrad. I think we've got some leeks in here. I swear we found some. So we'll do some replanting in Lilycala. We'll take the cherries and pass them in so that we can inch along our we want to get our culture level inched along here in Lilycala. Okay. I think this is our first time growing leeks. Oh, we have one more flower that we can plant. Flowers tend to be a little more difficult to coax into hybridizing. Oh, we could have brought Kai some of the wool. We can go and grab that really quick. Passing in the wool and the cherries, maybe we will get... It won't fill up the culture level, but we might get a bump. Oh, it looks like we already have one. Then is that not what he needed? Oh, that's right. He progressed to the higher stuff. And I am not going to give him orichalcum when we can't afford it. I would give Jason the titanium before that. But we can give Zinnia the cherries. Do we have a spare? Titanium? We have exactly 5, which is what we need to do an upgrade. We're waiting on platinum. So I am not going to pass that one in either. Sorry, Jason. Aolani would probably be the easiest if we had gotten the hard to find rare clam she was looking for. But Brandon's in town, so we might be able to find a tuna. That we can do. We can just go and fish one real quick. Now, when he requests a tuna, we can't substitute that for the yellowfin tuna, so we've got to hope we catch a tuna. But wait till you see how much easier it is to catch a tuna with our master rod. See, and now we just need that little arm there of our last culture star. Getting the tuna for Brandon will not get us there, but If I can manage to fish him a tuna, we'll be in better shape. And there is a very large tuna. Maybe I will see if I can catch a regular sized tuna to give him. If we have to give him a huge one, we'll give him a huge one. That last one's probably a mahi-mahi. We aren't going to need it for Kai's request until we give him an orichalcum, which is so rare, and we need it for all of our upgrades. So I'm not going to do it. Yep, he's getting a big one. So we'll go give Brandon his tuna, and then that will help inch us along. I think we're still going to have just a little tiny piece of that last culture star that we're going to need to work on. But I think once we get all of the platinum we need, we get our tools upgraded to the master level, finding a titanium to give Jason will not be quite so bad. And I just totally went into the wrong place. We need to be over here. But we do now have a yellowfin tuna that we can feed to our dinosaur. Now, if we tame our dinosaur, we don't have any room in our barn to giving the higher quality items will give us a bigger boost. It will also sometimes give us an increase to the reward. We only got one ahi poke, but look at our culture star now. We only need a tiny, tiny little sliver. Doing one request for Zinnia is gonna probably do it for us. So the only things we haven't upgraded to the very basic is the pitchfork and the old sickle. The pitchfork because all it does is give us extra compost, and the sickle because we never use it anyway. We probably ought to just to round out all of our tools and get achievements. Okay, there's only two, so we'll go ahead and plant both of those eggplants, making things better here in spring. Maybe tomorrow we will get a positive response, but let's go find Judy. She's likely to be in her house because it's raining. Get us some more milk if she'll have pity on us. Then we can possibly get the last hot milk. Oh, and we've got glass, which means that's another 3 milk. So that will get us our first butter, and with our cows and getting Judy through her next cycle of wishes, we might be able to get Gunnar on his way a little bit earlier. Oh, well, we were going to keep that, but we could also give him the ahi poke. We should probably save that for ourselves, though. Maybe we'll give him a sea bass. It's got more hearts on it. Glass is getting harder to find because we're getting deeper in the mines, so we might just go from top to bottom to in the Lechtenberry mine at some point, just gathering all of the glass. Alright, so now we've got enough for the hot milk, which we should run home and start cooking right away. And then Gunner's probably going to want a bunch of butter again, but we'll wait till he asks for it to cook it. We'll just make sure we have enough milk to do that with. I'm pretty sure it's going to be butter baguette. Yep, see, we're on the last hot milk. Alright, so we needed those, and then what was the... I feel like I'm forgetting something major. Probably the mushrooms au gratin. Well, that's what we're getting the cheese for. Alright, so we'll put all the hot milk back. We need 5 mushrooms au gratin. So we've got the 5 mushrooms au gratin, and what else did we need? Board lumber. Now, we are running low on lumber anyway. So we really need to start collecting more lumber. This is going to take 2 hours and 23 minutes in game time, which is really not that long. So let's go take care of Zimagrad and we'll come back and check on it. Well, maybe we'll take care of our dinosaur, because if we can tame him today, maybe we'll let our white horse return. Looks like we need one more tiny little bit of reputation with, or affection, I guess, with the dinosaur to convince him to come join us. So we'll probably get him tomorrow then. right on top of him. Oh, there we go. Good, that'll be a decent sized nidhogg, which means we should be getting some good money from it. Not as good as the huge one, but we also have a truffle over here we can collect. And there is no orichalcum. I wonder if you can only gather the orichalcum deposits here one time. That would be very sad. Let's go take care of Zimagrad. See if we have anything we need to harvest. Now I do want to go into town in Erbsburg because I have a sinking suspicion that we have a problem, that Zimagrad's locked out, and we can't tell where the farm is located because we're far enough away from the town that we can't see what its culture level is at. And if that's the case, we may be moving to Zimagrad until we can unlock Erbsburg, which I think will be soon. Yeah, Erbsburg is locked. So we should move our home to Zimagrad. But what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do a lot of lumber. So I do like to sell the truffles because they're worth a lot, but I also like to have some on hand. They're good to cook with, and the things that you make with them are much higher quality than a regular mushroom. I won't make them for things to turn in necessarily, but if I'm going to be doing a speed run through the volcano, it can be very useful. There's our 5 mushrooms au gratin. Let's grab our 5 hot milk. I love those snowmen, and I love that they're right next to the little bowling ball keglings. Alright, so since we've got our board lumber, we can go ahead and pass this in, which will increase our reputation at Zimagrad. I believe Zimagrad is going to be locked out at the 3rd star as well, but I think the unlock requirement for both Zimagrad and Erbsburg is turning in this quest right here. So maybe we will wait one more day to move to see if turning in this part of the quest enables Erbsburg to get into its next star. If it does, we'll just stay in Erbsburg until it's 5 stars, and then move to Zimagrad to finish it off. Once all of our starter cities are 5 stars, we'll move to Providence because it will no longer be locked down. So tomorrow he should be asking to travel. We will find out if Erbsburg is opened. And then if it's unlocked, we won't have to move around. We don't want to play the catch-up game we have been playing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually head over into this area. So we're going to summon our horse over here. I'm going to warp here, summon our horse. We're going to go through here, both to explore and to get lumber. So we're going to expand our maps a little bit while we're gathering the lumber that we need in order to continue our upgrading. So the wall in Herbsburg was blocking this pathway through, which is why we've never been able to explore this area. But now that it's down, we can now explore. It's going to have some water lotus seeds, which are very valuable. We're going to need those to turn into some snow lotus up in Zimagrad in order to upgrade our fridge, which we should probably get on top of. Now the first statue we want, it's way over here. So if we look up, it's on top of the mountain, but we need to stop to gather lumber, which is a bit faster than it was now that we have our axe upgraded 1. We can't get the master axe because we need Zimagrad to be in its 4th star for that, or I believe completed with its 4th star, and it's going to be locked at 3 stars. Do I have anything? I do not. I did not pack a snack for Lily. When we get all of the Harvest Goddess statues upgraded and we have our dinosaur, we may go on another wisp hunt. There's some more spicy celery. We've got some shiitake mushrooms here. Now, part of the reason why we need to get so much lumber is because it's required for upgrading the house, the barn. It's required for rebuilding Vern once we unlock that after the main storyline is over. Vern Village is a village of traveling merchants that establish themselves in an area that I intentionally haven't explored. We'll do it when Vern comes in so that you can see how to get there and open up the map. We're going to ignore a few things while we run up to get our goddess statue. So this is a very annoying area because there's going to be a lot of wisp that we're going to need, like regular ones, that we're going to need in order to and we just got a golden fruit, which is nice. It's right next to that goddess statue. But we're going to need a lot of seeds that populate out in this area, and they're all going to be on different cliffs that we're going to have to basically memorize how to get up to. It's a pain, but after the storyline is finished, there is events that help. Once we get our larger barn open and we get our main storyline finished, once it becomes winter time, we're going to start a safari in order to fill out the encyclopedia. That's going to give us the only other mounts that we're going to put in our barn aside from the dinosaur. It's one of the favorite mounts of most people. Oh, see, this is one reason why it's a pain. This waterfall bisects the entire mountain. So if you need something on the other side, you gotta choose the right side of the mountain to go down, which water side you're going down. So it's easy to be very close and yet very far from the wisp that you need, or the seeds that you need. All right. It's gotten late enough that we should probably let our horse rest and call it a night. I don't think we've gotten anything more to throw in there. We did pick up quite a few seeds that are useful. We'll put them all away. Alright, so what we are going to need to plant tomorrow is these water lotus seeds. We'll take both of them out. We are going to plant them both in Zimagrad. We'll find out tomorrow what we need to start cooking with our leftover milk. Once we get Gunner on his way, that will be it. We will have all of the required blockages that are blocking all of the culture levels for all of the beginning towns will be released. Having the festival in Providence will be the one that they'll create once we pass in our stuff. That will be what releases Zimagrad's lock, and Providence just getting through its holidays should get us unlocked for that one as well. So we're making really good progress considering we're halfway through summer and we've already unlocked basically all of the holidays. We haven't even gotten to the next major holiday, which is on the 19th. So now that should be it for the day. If you have any questions, comments, grief, go ahead and comment it below. Please like this video to encourage me to continue on this walkthrough. It's how I gauge interest. And if you have a moment, please check out our community tab and vote in the poll so that I can see if anybody wants to get a home pet, see how that's done, and then we'll, depending on the number of votes, we'll go treasure hunting. It seems to not be that, I haven't gauged a lot of interest in treasure hunting yet. Maybe what I'll do instead is when we're done with the main walkthrough, instead of continuing with the walkthrough, I'll just do a treasure hunting tutorial and not make it a part of the walkthrough. So if you would prefer to be able to see where all of the treasures are, then we would have to do it as part of the walkthrough. There's just too many to do it in the tutorial. The tutorial would be more like, this is how you treasure hunt, this is how a pet helps you. It wouldn't necessarily be showing you where things are. So if you want that aspect of it, please vote. Any of the dog breeds that are there that you like, even if you're just voting for the same one as everybody else, just so that I can gauge some interest in it. And soon I'm going to be opening up a shop to offer you guys a few things that you can purchase, and I will ship to you in order to support the channel. I would appreciate any support to help me keep it going. Thanks and have a great day.